A&R stands for Artists and Repertoire. Simply put, A&Rs are the ones responsible for discovering and procuring new artists for record labels. Your A&R person will not only be the person who signs you, but they will also be your main point of contact at the record label. They will be heavily involved in your career from the point you sign your deal to making, marketing and promoting your music. It's essential they believe and understand you, as they will have to communicate your ideas and sometimes even fight to get you what you need from your label. Let's go meet some A&Rs and see what makes them tick.
My name is Simon Gavin, I'm the A&R Director at Polydor Records.
Yeah, my name is Glenn Akins and I'm A&R Manager at Relentless Records.
I'm Nick Huggett, A&R Manager at XL Recordings.
My name is Alec, aka Twin B off One Extra, but I'm also an A&R at Ministry of Sound. That's what I do 9 to 5 and whatnot.
The key factors that made me want to sign an artist, the feeling that I'm in the room, in the presence of someone, and they've got a real vibe about them. And then obviously it comes down to talent and potential, but it is that feeling that you're with someone who has that thing about them, you know, that really draws you to them. And you'll know what I mean, there are people like that you meet that you just think, no, they've got something and there's an aura about them. And then it becomes down to talent, you know, and songs and potential.
For me to sign an artist, one, they've got to be good at what they do. They've got to have talent. They've just got to be polished in what they do. If you're a rapper, you've got to be a good rapper. And second of all, you've got to have drive. You've got to have gotten yourself out there to a certain level. Like a lot of examples of people that have been successful, Dizzy Rascal, Lady Dynamite, So Solid. Before they were even in the radar of labels, they were doing so much in their circles that they were going to end up being successful.
I signed Miss Dynamite. My first impression of her was that she had bags of potential. She was part of a really vibrant urban scene at the time, and there was no one like her. I had met no one like her for many years. I mean, I worked at Virgin when they signed Nana Cherry, and she had that thing about her too. And it was really what potential she had that made me want to do it.
What stood out to me about Dizzy Rascal was that his record was biggest thing around. I mean, you couldn't ignore it, not being someone who listens to pirate radio stations regularly but tunes into them like infrequently. His record was on every single station. And also, it was the first time I'd heard someone rap over that kind of sound. And then once I met him, just realised that there was something extremely different and special about him.
For an artist to have a successful career, there are 10 steps. I don't know what they are, but there are 10 steps. But the way I see it, the artist themselves must have done step 1 to 7. If I'm looking at an artist that is at step 1, there's no point. It's like, go out there and get yourself to 7, and then the label can help you to do whatever you want to do. So more time, I think drive is important. Drive, you've got to have drive, and again, you've got to have good people around you. You get what I mean? You've got to have people that understand what you're doing and can take you to that next level and whatnot.
The 3 most important things I would say that an artist needs is a talent, whatever it is they do. But really, the second thing is songs. They need killer songs, and then I guess it's the producer, whoever that is that they work with. They be good, and they need to be able to make the best records, whatever the genre of music is that they do. You see what I mean? Or they need to find the person that can make the best kind of records. So I'd say, yeah, it's kind of songs, producer, and talent.
I think the 3 most important things that an artist needs to have to succeed are talent, drive, and sign to a good record company.
XL's good at doing certain things, so we're really good at developing artists' careers. So for me, what I look at is I watch what's hot. You know, I mean, you can send in a demo here, and that may be enough to get you signed, but it's more than likely that you'll already be out there on your own, pressing up your white labels, making your mixtapes, making DVDs, and creating your own buzz. It's very important that you have your own buzz going, because both Dizzy and Wiley, and pretty much all the artists we work with across the board have all kind of started off creating their own buzz.
The difference between an album deal and a singles deal, we don't tend to do singles deal very much anymore. Singles deal are very much structured around putting 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of 3-minute music out just to test the waters, but we like to, at Polydor, either sign an act for an album deal and help develop a career or not.
What advice would I have for someone who wants to sign to my label? Don't come to me, let me come to you.
The advice I'd have for someone to sign to a label is A, have fantastic material, B, get a great lawyer, and C, get a good manager. And they're the three things really that will get you in the door. You know, if a lawyer or a manager or someone I know who I respect calls and says you've got to listen to this, then there'll be a meeting.
You've done the groundwork and it's been a success. Now somebody wants to sign you. But before you sign on that dotted line, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into.